Yeah, we're on.
Oh.
We're in it. All right, we'll start over. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Asshole cast.
Asshole cast.
Don't overdo it. Hey, we're back. All right, that was our intro. South Kakalaki Vapors. They're not doing good in the standings. They're one of the worst moderate leftist NHL teams I've ever seen in my life. But they're on the right. Who cares?
They're on the right-hand coast.
Cool.
South Kakalaki.
Speaking of freaking one of these, Blake Griffin joined Detroit Pistons, not the Lions, and they haven't lost since he's been on there.
He should have joined the Lions.
Well, the Lions did a lot of fucking moving around today. They introduced Matt Patricia. He shaved the fucking beard off. He shaved the fucking beard. He looks beautiful under all that. But see, he's going to grow a playoff beard with us because we're going to go to playoffs. The Lions. Matt Patricia saves Detroit. I can't whisper unless I'm this close. Thank you for the chicken potato fries and all the love you give me. I appreciate that. Gross. That was like having sex just now. It was disgusting, filthy, and sloppy. Cover your ears. Blake Griffin, every picture he's in, he looks like a walrus, and he's jumping out. And he's like, it seems like he says no. Like his favorite word is no.
Yeah, that was my first word.
Oh, hey, that sounds like a really bad story. Well, no is my origin story. She said no, and she said no means no, and then there I was, a little bastard child. Look at this one. I look better than that after I do fucking 2 cans of Duster. This guy's fucked. Oh, what's going on? But here's the thing about Blake Griffin. But here's the thing about Griffin. He's fucking good. He's so good. If LeBron James wanted to be a white guy for a day, he would be Blake Griffin. He'd be like, look at this small fucking dick I have, and the fucking crossed-ass eyes. There's 2 of everybody. Hey, there's 2 of everybody. I don't know. I can only do one basketball player black guy voice, and I'm going to go with Shaq, because that's the best one.
Right.
Yeah. Or was that Charles Barkley? I think I'm more of a Charles Barkley guy than a Shaq. I go, whoa, you fell out of your chair. I'm not the guy who falls out of the chair like, oh, I'm out of my chair.
How far do you fall out of your chair?
All the way.
Well,
then, like,
that's Shaq then.
Like, I'm going to score a touchdown falling out my chair. And I'm like, whoa, basketball like football nowadays when you fall out your chair.
If your feet are in the air when you fall out your chair.
Gotta hollow back, girl. Shaq attack, Shaq quake, Shaq is back, Shaq town. I'm a Shaq town denier. Sandy Shaq, Sandy Hook the book. Peter Pan, Peter Griffin, Blake Griffin, the Clippers, cut your hair, don't be a numbskull, you fucking fool. Alright, gotta look at my notes here, because Blake Griffin wasn't there, but here's what this shit's crazy about sports. I love Russell Wilson. I just don't know about him playing in MLB. Russell Wilson was traded to the New York Yankees. This guy, he plays Seattle Seahawks quarterback.
For future considerations.
Oh, no. He's in. This guy is about to play baseball. He's going to be pitching.
So, how did this happen?
Apparently it's been going on for a while.
He's going to do both?
Yeah, because the seasons are a little different. Completely different and shit. So, he's just like, yeah, I'm going to play all the sports. But he's not going to be like Deion Sanders or fucking Michael Jordan. He sounds pretty legit about it. He's been practicing with this team for a while. He's pretty cool. He's a good guy. I like him. I like what he's doing. Keep it up. Keep on whipping it up.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with him going to the Yankees. It'd be cooler if he went to the Tigers.
He's not that good. Like, we don't want. It's just like he'll do okay. We don't want okay people. We want the best.
Right.
So Google teamed up with
What's a Nest ass?
a Nest. Nest is reunite. Google and Nest reunite. So they're gonna put artificial intelligence into every device that they make together. So you can have artificially implanted intelligent anal bead in your butthole. Google's bringing the fucking Elixir and Siri and News. It just sounds like a bunch of bullshit. They're gonna hook up. It sounds like a super group. It's gonna be
partnership.
Let's partner with Nest, Apple, Amazon, Google, every Wednesday, and Androids and YouTubes and moneymakers, and we'll call it the Nest. And we'll get a CEO that looks like a dying guy who loves to build apartment buildings, handheld size apartment buildings.
From Frankenmuth.
All right, I don't like this topic. It sounds like a bunch of people patting each other on the back. Speaking of patting yourself on the back, North Korea is going to hold a military parade. But guess who else is going to pat himself on the back?
So why...
Donnie T and the fucking murder machines.
Where are the Winter Olympics this year?
Like in 3 days.
No, I mean where?
Oh, Pyeongchang.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So they're just like, we can't let South Korea have all the glory.
Oh,
We gotta
maybe.
have a fucking Pyongyang parade for South Korea.
But isn't it funny that Donald Trump is going to have a military parade of his own? And he just announced it today.
It's hilarious.
He's going to have a military parade. He's going to roll them out. It's fucking crazy. This guy's wearing a fake finger mustache. So you can find a video of this motherfucker saying this shit.
Hang on, what are they saying about it? What is this? Why is everybody
I think this
mad?
is... Well, because he's being a dick. Well, I don't want to know this. Fuck off. I hate the internet. Jesus Christ, the cats are running around upstairs.
I thought that said, looks like you're being a loser.
Alright, here we go.
Looks like you're using an ad blocker.
Oh, look.
I think it's really quite disappointing for Donald Trump, who's never been in the military, to lecture military veterans of Congress about what is treason or what is not treason. And keep in mind, a lot of things the president does seems to be based on his own ego.
Oh, boy. Well, I think it's it. He wants... They say he wants, like... Why are they saying this? And I want to hear the soundbite of him saying it. I want to say, I'm going to have a military parade.
Oh.
What? Because did he...
Well, I already know what he sounds like saying it.
Well, did he actually say it is the thing?
I know what he would sound like saying
it. Alright, fuck this shit. Out of here. Speaking of news.
Are people all mad about it? Like,
everybody's mad about everything.
Who gives a shit?
You could say one, and people will be like, "What about two? Hey, I'm a zero. You didn't mention me." Be a fucking idiot. That's how stupid shit is.
Yeah.
Look, the news. I had a conspiracy theory today. So I was listening to news, and I was like, net neutrality. And I was like, who would want to silence the internet? Who's out there lying the most? Who doesn't want to be transparent? Because the internet will point out, they're going to tell who's the liar. Like, there's a liar and the liar's dog. But then they'll, you'll figure it out who got the real source, the real stuff. What if people in, like, Viacom, CNN, Fox News, they got people that are in office to run an agenda.
For TV?
Well, they're losing out. They like, I'm talking about, like, fucking nonstop cable news networks.
Yeah.
What are you looking for?
My cigarette.
I don't know where your cigarette is. There's no cigarettes on here. Oh, your black one?
Yeah.
You mean your e-cigarette? It's right here, where it's always been.
Oh, I can see it. Anyway.
Yeah, so what if the whole thing with the net neutrality and the big judgment on it, I wonder how much was funded to push that from news corporations and Koch brothers, because if you're going to run, your narrative is to lie and deceive. You can't have this other side that just goes, oh, well, you lied, and then 23 million people subscribe to that. You can't have that. It's easier to go, like, back then, like the 60s, 70s, you had your television. Your television was feeding you information. There was no other television. There was no other, like, maybe there's a telephone where people could gossip about that thing that they've extracted from the television, the idea of these debates and the news and this narrative. But now there's a million of them. And that's bad because it saturates the status quo. So the status quo would want to do something like take restrictions off net neutrality and pay lots of money to important people to conform to that narrative, and then
so there's just one thing. So there's a single standard,
right? So they can continue to dominate, make money, change the world as they please,
right?
Basically,
limit people's resources,
limit people's voices. You can't have everyone screaming. This is like Kingsman. It's like well, it's not King, but
by limiting people's voices, you limit their resources.
It's dictatorship, right? It's like the
North Korea.
North Korea, yeah, because they have TVs over there, but they show one fucking thing. They don't even have it. There's no one or two. It's just on. And it's just like propaganda all the time, like like we heard of things like just like a real crude video of like the Earth or just America being blown up, like Tom and Jerry shit, and people are like about it, but they're trained to say that. They're trained to go. That's how you react when you see that video. Jesus Christ, the way their fucking brains work, like the serotonin levels, like they know that they're, just because you see someone go smile and go doesn't mean they're happy, doesn't mean that that's sincere. It's
a defense mechanism.
Yeah, it's almost the opposite of what you would think someone smiling and laughing is. It's almost like it's creepy.
Showing your teeth is a sign of aggression.
Oh, well, sometimes people have dry upper lips or long teeth, and those people live in the trailer park. They're always aggressive,
or
right? Sorry, trailer park bitches. I don't care.
Well, also
you know
there's
what you
like
are.
British people.
British people. That's why they come over here for fucking fluoride and shit. Piers Morgan is over here on a fluoride bender. He's a fucking asshole.
He would be.
He would. So he could go back and brag, I was on a 20-year fluoride bender. What have you done with your life? I was nice to one person. That's better. That's better than Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan is like a bag of fucking dirty diapers from a long time ago. From a long time ago.
Oh, man. I've hardly touched this Taco Bell feast.
Well, I have. But no, I haven't had that much. I'm
I was
good.
sitting in the window for like 5 minutes. The person behind me was probably so mad.
Why? Because I
did a mobile order and
oh, you did?
Yeah.
You finally did?
Yeah, I do that every time.
Mobile order?
Yeah.
Tell me. You didn't tell me about that.
I always do that. It's so much easier for me to make my complicated ass orders on mobile
Or you just scroll through and go, order 502. Can you go, here's your
actually,
parts.
I just rolled in and was like, I just put in a pretty big mobile order and about $20. And they were like, oh, for Rebecca? Yeah.
Weird. It's like a pizza place, but for like Mexicans.
Yeah.
Or
but with the mobile app, I can just I can change my mind whenever, I can add shit to. Yeah, I can see what everything comes with. That's how I knew that quesadilla isn't supposed to come with tomatoes. It's supposed to come with the
It's supposed to be vegetable free.
A spicy sauce, but that sauce might have chunks of tomato in it. Who knows?
Well, that's not a sauce then.
Right.
That's a chili.
That's pico.
Or gumbo.
Pico.
Or pico.
Yeah, pico isn't a sauce.
These are all the same things depending on where you're from.
I'm not going to debate about gumbo or chili. Well, I mean, I might debate about chili.
Gumbo wombo.
Depending on the circumstance.
Somebody.
I'm not qualified to debate about gumbo.
Don't worry about gumbo. Just don't worry about it.
Not worried.
You think South Kakalaki Vapors eat the gumbo?
Yeah.
I mean,
there's a lot of gumbo in South Kakalaki because the seafood. People love shrimp gumbo.
Well, they love this stuff that's around them when they live there.
Yeah, well, in the Charleston Harbor, and out, you go to the beach in Charleston, you see a shrimp boat out there.
If turds washed up ashore, people would eat turds and be dicks about it.
Well, they eat oysters.
Exactly.
Which basically eat turds.
I'd rather eat a turd. Seriously, I would rather eat a turd than that shit. Like, not a huge one. Like, I'm talking about like an animal, so not a human. Fuck that shit. I don't know, small animal, oysters like a raccoon turd. And
and, there are shellfish that I'll eat. I understand that shellfish are mostly bottom feeders. So they basically eat shit. But...
It's disgusting.
I mean, shrimp gross me out.
Well, it didn't gross me out till you were like, yeah, they're maggots. And then that changed my life forever. And I started seeing other things as maggots. You did that to me.
Basically, the only shellfish that I like anymore are mussels.
Oh, I got some mussels here for you.
They're just... They get done so well by very good restaurants.
What's a very good restaurant? What's the name of one? Let's go to a very good restaurant. What would you say?
Like a chain?
Just a very good... I don't need a chain. I'm not going to all of them.
Remember when I got those mussels at Bonefish?
No, I probably wiped that from my memory.
Yeah. Well, I got that, and I got a hypnotic martini. And see, the hypnotic martini thing, that's what I was trying to order at that fucking Blue Bar or whatever. Because they had hypnotic, and I was like, oh yeah, I can put together like light rum, hypnotic, and blue curacao. Or no, not blue curacao. Pineapple juice.
Yeah.
Like coconut rum, pineapple juice, and hypnotic. Hypnotic is instead of blue curacao.
Yeah,
because it's better.
Yep.
So, but it goes perfectly with like the pina colada flavor, and these fucking people at Blue Club in Detroit did not fucking understand what I was trying to order. Then you told them that I thought the Hulk,
the Huck, the 32 ounce the Huck.
Actually, I don't think that's what it was. What's it called? It was called.
Well, I said, give me the 32 ounce of Huck.
Green.
Yeah, they said Huck, and I said, give me the Huck.
Yeah, because it was green because they put fucking Hennessy.
Oh, that's what it was. The Hennessy instead of
with
rum.
Hypnotic.
Or instead of.
And they didn't even have pineapple.
No,
juice.
it's like a drink that is normally good, but they replace it with Hennessy. What was the original?
Coconut rum.
Rum. It's probably rum.
Yeah, any rum at that point would be far better.
Hennessy, that's just being an asshole about drinking.
Yeah, it's gross. Like
how many
Hennessy
pairs of Doc Martens do you have to own
disgusting.
to drink that? The answer is probably 4 or 5.
Hennessy is like acceptable as cough syrup, and that's it.
Here's the thing about some people who drink. They drink because they're assholes, and then they want to look like how they feel. They want to look like an asshole, and then they want to drink how they feel. So they drink some asshole fucking tasting shit, like some hand dog, or they drink a fucking nasty ass whiskey, and they gotta make that face. It's like the only thing. Oh, such a real man. Oh, Jesus. Drink the nastiest fucking bitterest shit I could think of.
Bitter?
Yeah, it's like, it's nasty as fuck, dude.
Some like sour whiskey, but not bitter.
It's bitter.
I like it when whiskey is spicy, but not rye.
I got the Fireball.
I think no, that's fucking like sweet cinnamon. That's just like irritating to, like, anytime I think about like something overly cinnamony, like the edges of my nostrils just are like inflamed.
Oh my god! All right, so my nose has been like being ripped apart lately, and I took a few shots.
Damn it! I knew I should have refilled the humidifier.
It was like it absorbed through my skull into my nose, and it burned the shit out of my nose. I took a shot, and it burned the shit out of my nose because it's all dry and chapped in there. It's gross. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry about that.
Here's how dry my fucking thumb is. Just got a split.
Whoa!
The end of it. Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, at least
Dude,
I don't need this to play my instrument.
It's kind of fucked up because I cut the same thumb you have on my hand.
I didn't even cut it. Just split.
I cut my nail too short, and then something got lodged in there, and it's been hurting for like days.
Yeah, at least my paper cut healed enough to where like me playing lots of notes doesn't hurt anymore.
Oh, that's good. I had a Morty cut
because I have a lot of notes to play on Saturday.
Well, you can, if you end up bleeding, just make it like be like and like start bleeding everywhere.
I don't care about that. It's just
I
don't like it when it hurts to practice.
Sometimes that's the best part. Sometimes.
So at the end of the day, of course, turns out that pictures at an exhibition is not that challenging to play. I've never played the whole thing. I wasn't sure because I've never played the whole thing, so I was like, better make sure I listen to it plenty and find any challenges, hidden challenges, because there's always that in the first rehearsal. Like, oh, didn't realize this rhythm was that freaking complicated feeling, but it is, so better practice it. But like, there's no spots like that in the Mussorgsky. Actually, the Tchaikovsky continues to be challenging just because notes and keys and half position bullshit.
So what are you playing?
we're playing. I believe we open the concert.
What do you play? What are you playing there?
I play the viola.
Okay. What are you playing on the viola?
What? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's what I was about to say. We're opening the concert with Tchaikovsky's Overture to Romeo and Juliet, which I'm pretty sure he wrote a ballet based on the Shakespeare play, and we're playing the overture to that ballet, which is extremely awesome and tumultuous and beautiful, and everybody knows it. Tumultuous. Well, yeah, because the families hate each other, so you get all
mulch. Is that where mulch is made, bitch?
might be. But yeah, we're playing that, and it's like beautiful and a headbanger and like a really emotional piece, like all in one. And then you've got then we have the pianist. We have a guest soloist piano player is gonna come out for the second piece of the program. That'll close the second half, and he's gonna come out and play Sergei Rachmaninoff's Rhapsody on a Theme by Paganini, which Paganini wrote this piece for violin, and Rachmaninoff took it and wrote variations on the main theme of it. And so it's really neat. Like, there's a lot of pyrotechnics with the piano. It's a spectacle with the piano. I think that's probably the part that you'll enjoy the most, actually. And I'm sure he'll get a standing ovation. He'll probably play an encore.
I'm gonna stage dive when I'm there.
Nice. Well, what's funny is sometimes I don't know how they're gonna do it. If they're gonna make the violins like kind of compact back for the piano, or if they're just gonna raise the pit with the piano on it, which is my favorite, because it's always hilarious, because there's like the stagehand standing there with the piano coming up,
yeah,
and everybody claps.
Yeah. Well, that's, he did his job too.
Exactly. You gotta give it to the theater management.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second half of the program is just it's called Pictures at an Exhibition, which I'm actually really interested to read the program notes on, because I know nothing about the basis of this piece, except for obviously it was written about pictures at an exhibition by a 18th century Russian, Modest Mussorgsky, but it was reorchestrated around the turn of the century by Maurice Ravel in Paris, which was booming.
So this was a popular thing, and then they got redone, like remastered, cover.
It's
like Michael Jackson's "Come Together" is my favorite, not the Beatles one.
Modest Mussorgsky wrote an entire ballet, which basically Russian composers were coming over to Paris at the time, like near the turn of the century, near the beginning of the 19th century, to write ballets, because that was the center of everything that was happening in Western Europe.
What, ballets?
Parisian ballet, yes.
Like girls dancing?
I'm sure it was all men back then.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Think you're gay now? Jeez. Well, back then,
think you're gay now?
He ain't that gay.
But I'm pretty sure Modest Mussorgsky, I mean, I'm probably, I could be wrong, but it seems pretty obvious based on zero research I've done on the piece. I know that's what was going on at the time of, Mussorgsky, Stravinsky. There's a Russian 5 in music too.
Shut up.
Yes, there is.
Is that why that? Do you think that's where they got the slogan from?
I think so.
Wow. Well, the Russian 5 I know is the Detroit Red Wings. Let's see if
Mussorgsky,
I can name Fedorov, Satisov, Larionov, Fetisov, Fetisov. Oh, jeez, come on. Lariana?
No, that's not a Russian name.
No. Larianov.
Larionov? Larionov.
I was thinking of hot dog guy, Larry Murphy-Onoff. Murphy Larionov. Anyways, that's the Red Wings.
Russian Irishman.
What are the Russian 5 from?
I think it's Mussorgsky, who basically
sounds Polish.
3 of the Russian 5 are in our concert on Saturday. Mussorgsky, Rachmaninoff, Tchaikovsky are the ones that are featured in our concert. The other 2 are Stravinsky and I was just thinking of it.
Oh, let's go with Mr. Rogers. Or Mickey Larionov. Mr. Mick Larionov. Perfect human being. Okay, look.
Maybe it's just the Russian 4, because the 5th one that I'm thinking of is not a Russian.
It's Murphy Larionov.
He's I was thinking Shostakovich, but no, he's from he's from a Slavic nation.
Okay, so
he's not Russian.
Okay, he's not Russian.
He's not.
I'm upset still about Louis C.K. And here's what I think.
Yeah, everyone is.
And here's what needs to happen. And this is how ridiculous it is. I'm not able. Probably it's gonna be a while, but when it happens, it's gonna be awesome. I'm not gonna be able to see Louis for a while because he's in jail, and then when he gets out of jail, then he's gonna do his thing. But here's the thing: what he's in trouble for is because some people looked at him while he's he's like, "Hey, look, I'm masturbating." It's gross. No one's denying it.
I mean, he's not doing. He wasn't right.
He was right. But here's the thing: if Louis C.K.'s next special opened up with him masturbating all the way, and I had to watch, guess what? I'm watching it because I want to see that fucking special.
I would still watch it.
Exactly. That's the point, and that's why these motherfuckers
actually that
are
would
fucking bitches.
Literally be the funniest thing.
That would be the fucking funniest thing.
That I've ever seen in my entire life.
Louis C.K. and it just came in, and he was like on a Morpheus chair, just doing it, and it was 3 minutes, and he comes at the camera. And it's like Louis
No,
C.K.
I think it would just be even better if you just walked up to the mic and just whipped it out.
No, you can't do that. You can start a video, if you released a movie, like Louis C.K. is XXX porn, Louis C.K. 2020, and that's how it starts, and it's very nicely done. They got all the trimmings, bells and whistles on that motherfucker. Nice 4K penis. You can see 3D coming at you. And here's the thing: by 2020, they're gonna have an unlock feature where it can read your retina, and you actually have to watch it to watch the special.
So the thing about Louis is, I think he knew this was coming because he hinted at it.
He was coming. Oh, what? He knew one day, it lasts for a while. He's like, oh, that bitch is gonna tell on me. She.
I was everyone's gonna
But then people know about it for 4 years. Years. They knew about it for.
Well, he's always, when he talks about flying first class, he's like, yeah, I fly first class now. I know it's not gonna last, but I fly first class right now.
Come on, you're reaching.
No, that's what I thought of when I heard about this.
You can't just think of his penis all the time in his jokes. Sometimes it's really about airlines, not his penis.
About the motherfucking
You're like
airline.
Motherfucking airline. You're like a fucking Louis C.K. joke conspiracy theorist. Like, half joke, half masturbator, half man, half aggressor, half right, half wrong, half funny. Half Louis, half C. Yeah, Hep C. I don't know. I'm supposed to say I'm a progressive drinker. I don't know why. That's like an old person
What
joke.
about this so binary shit?
Okay. Shit, man.
What about
you
peop-
sure? You sure want to?
What about people that are non-binary?
Well, we have to be. Look, we're so binary that we have to have a specific fucking like avatar to everybody. Like, this is me. I am V plus A plus Y delete.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, okay. Yeah, the whole, like, binary thing is not important to me. So if somebody was like, obviously take gender, for example. Like, if they're like, I'm non-binary, I'd be like, okay, whatever. Like, it's not... Somebody, even my identity, like, I'm
don't get it stolen from you. You can pay me $20 a month and you won't get stolen.
Right. Like, the only, like, binary that's, like, of my concern is my fucking money.
Oh, it's monetary.
And, like, whether I live or die.
Well, live or dies, you have no control over that shit.
Right,
look,
exactly.
Look, it's so binary that we can boil it down to such a categorize like the binder's full of women. Like, they're
also,
so binary that
best meme of like 2015 or whatever.
Yeah, I'm bringing it back. So we can
Bill Clinton.
No, that was Mitt Romney.
I know, but like, or fucking no.
Oh, I know what Bill
That was back in
Clinton
2012. They made a meme like with like Bill Clinton like coming in the door like with an excited look on his face, like, did somebody say binders full of women?
But wasn't he sitting on the like he invited a bunch of women who have been raped to like come see Mitt Romney talk? And he was sitting there on the stage, and and he was like looking at the girls like, like it was a really fucking weird moment.
No, that was okay. Donald Trump invited a bunch of Clinton accusers to his shit.
Oh, yeah, but Bill Clinton was there.
Probably.
Yeah,
because Hillary was obviously there.
Yeah, so and then like he was sitting next to those women. He was like right next to them.
Wait,
and it was
no,
really,
I doubt that.
No, telling you, and then like because they did like video shots of him, and he had like a fucking look. So anyway, people be so binary that like if we do our augmented reality, virtual reality, or whatever it is, like, can we just like redo it? Just take this attribute away, or like do this and.
Well, obviously not, because there's only one. We don't have a choice.
Well, look. If we aren't able to if there's rules on expression or art or speech and all that shit, then it becomes binary. And so then there are just like 10 different things.
Yeah, so basically rules are binary. Can do this, can't do that. That's binary system. Right? Mm-hmm. So any system of rules is essentially binary.
No, but there's infinite amounts.
So if you describe yourself as if you describe yourself as non-binary in any way, you're basically saying there are no rules. So basically, you're French.
Oh.
There are no rules, only exceptions.
Well, all right. So the rest of the code is there's an emergency alert system identification that if you can't identify yourself, you can alert someone and they can tell you what you should be. It can be ideas, execute, run that shit, run race.
Tell me what I should be.
Yeah, run.
Because you and I both know people that would use that. Like,
oh no, they're starting.
They
to
just
become
want
everywhere.
to.
No, they want the easy button.
Yeah, like, I mean, people seek that in a partner already. They're like,
yeah, harm like the computer will give me a wife.
like girlfriend, please tell me what to do.
No, before that, it's girlfriend or it's wife.com, and then you press it like eHarmony. It's just like, there's no. I heard a commercial today, and the guy goes, "There is no better match for me than Caroline," and I was thinking, what if I told you there was? Like, would your mind is the only reason you're with Caroline because there's no better like it's a product like
Can't find a better Caroline.
better man. But like what they've done with that website is they turn people into commodities, and it's like, yeah, Rebecca, there's no better suit for you than Adam. Dude, I bet you there might be. You're never going to meet them because you're never going to meet everyone in the world.
Right.
Maybe you love me enough. Maybe you don't. Maybe, dude, if Hercules showed up and threw me on his back and was like, I'm going to the Magic Kingdom, I'd be like, bye, Becca.
Basically, those kind of, like, dating websites, those are for people who are willing... They're willing to miss out on the journey of meeting someone.
That's the thing. You got it. You fucking got it. That's it.
Because they're too busy with another journey.
No. Because they're too lazy and they only seen things. Look, you hit it on the nail. The journey. Nobody wants to put the effort to do anything anymore. People just think things are going to happen because they watch too many movies. Or they live in a fantasy reality, or things have been given to them, or everyone gets a trophy thing.
They think they fucking need a partner for some reason.
Well, in this economy, you kind of do. You kind of need someone to, like, you gotta figure out who you're gonna fuck, a man or a woman, and then you get with that person, and then you're like, let's share money because together
basically, like, okay, are we cool with fucking because we need to share money?
Yeah, and we need to share a place. We need to get through. A lot of people do that. That's like, I've told people this, like, dude, like, you can't afford an apartment by yourself. You should, like, maybe you meet a girl and you guys, that's the turtle thing. It's like, his whole thing is like progressing. It's like you want to find someone and then progress together, like someone that you can progress with. And then some people keep doing it even though they're not compatible with the person just to survive, just to have somewhere to sleep. It's like God, those people. Look, we're
not going to bring up examples.
I'm not. I could, but no. So look, emergency alert system. Ideas, execute them and run. Run with race, exploit, run, execute. The first plan is LeBron James wins again, and then he threw a buzzer beater that was at the ratio of the Fibonacci sequence.
So I don't think that there's actually tomatoes like in this.
I already ate a big piece and I didn't give a shit.
I think that.
What the fuck is that? What is that shit? Watermelon?
No, but I don't. I think that there was just like tomatoes on the grill, probably.
See, they're so messy over there.
Yeah,
that's some bullshit. All right, here's the thing: Elon Musk sends his car into space. I'm not even pull the thing up about this. I should, but what he did, he just launched his Tesla. Yeah, he launched his Tesla into space.
It's so perfect. It's what that is what the world needs right now.
So here's the funniest thing, because it's seriously like fucking teeth. It's got the fucking no roof, just like It's red. Looks like it's going fast as fuck. It's probably that car is moving faster than any car has ever moved.
Yeah, I think I feel like that's just like a parody upon like everything that's going on. Like, let me just launch my car to space. And this will be like the last thing everybody pays attention to because the news is like so fucking stupid. Like, how stupid can we get here? I
like the perspective of like, if you just look at like, if another civilization intercepts it, they'll be like, what does it mean? What is this? Like, oh my god, what is this technology? Like,
right, we're just being fucking idiots.
Yeah, it means nothing. It's a fucking car that's meant to move around in a way you can't even imagine because you don't. Your properties of being don't share the mechanics of that.
I think that we assume too often that like ancient alien life was just being it's too much pressure.
It's not.
That it was just being like these intelligent beings, like just like had everything planned out. You know, at first they were just kind of like fucking around, just like us, and they got this idea when they were tripping, like, the brainstem kind of looks like this bitch, and then they, just started fucking laughing about some shit and made a stupid piece of art because, I mean, compared to what it should look like, these ancient artifacts look like shit.
They're weathered and old.
Yeah, I mean, they're really old, but who's to say that these people were just like, these aliens or whatever you want to say, were just like, like totally serious the whole time they were doing this shit. What if, like, we're looking at like the goofing off piece.
All right,
what if they're just like geeking out?
All right, so I was talking about this,
laughing their asses off
on the podcast last night, and I was like, you think the aliens are just fucking scientists driving around in a spaceship doing
first of all,
it's their fucking job?
What intelligent person do you know that doesn't have like a fucking great sense of humor and likes to fucking party and have fun?
Well, that's our monkey side. That's because apes are like a lot of the like the anger and hilarity. That's ape. Like when we talk about becoming. Look, I've talked about this. The difference between them and ape is that when we are calm and humble and we think and we use logic and we, when we think, when we become intellectuals and we're calmer, we're not apes anymore. We're more like the other thing.
I really don't think it's 100% one or the other. I think
it's closer to one or the other.
I think that,
right? Wouldn't you say it's closer to one or the other? Do you think some people act more like apes, some people act more like aliens, like genus, like different than the animals?
Of course, but I think that it's just a different, I think it's just a different level of humor. Like...
Okay, there's sophisticated. There's like dry humor and what do they say, wet humor? If you're talking about like diarrhea jokes.
Yes, I mean, know. I think dry humor is just. I don't really know how to
it's
define
just like,
dry humor.
Dry humor is like you open the door and hit yourself in the face with the door. Or if I said, "Hey,
so
she went out the door and it hit her in the face." Haha. Or like, she laughs like, that's dry. Dry is like, it's not like, it doesn't have dimensions. It's just one stupid thing. It's not like, you don't have to tell a story. You don't have to set up so much. It just appears. It's like light.
I think that a dry sense of humor is like, something that you say straight-faced and it's just insanely hilarious.
That's a part, but
like my mom is like that. Like she she can say something and like just seem totally serious, but she was definitely making a joke. But like she didn't really herself like think it was that funny, but it will just completely destroy me. Because she said it so straight faced. That's the thing. Well,
it's also
that's dry humor.
Look, but it's also what she's saying. So you can have a straight face say potato farts, or have a straight face and go into this long detailed joke. Either way, it's not the face that makes a joke. It's the joke.
It's not the detail either.
I think it's also the person. Your mom telling you something that you totally get is super funny to you, and the face is just an add-on.
Well, no, I mean, she, like, it's the simplicity, I think.
Right, it's just add-on. Like I said, it's almost faceless, but then add that face at the end. Which is your mom, which is ridiculous for that. It's almost fictional.
Because, I mean, she comes out with this, like, sarcasm. All of a sudden, and it's brilliant.
But it's almost like you can't tell though if she's being sarcastic.
Oh no, if there's anyone,
what would be a joke your mom would tell?
I'm not that good at jokes. She's.
You can tell the jigger joke. I can't. Tell the jigger joke.
That's a joke Steve would tell.
Well, look, I want to hear it. Can you do it for me?
All right.
Hee-haw! Yeah.
All right.
You can do it.
So,
come on. You got it in you.
this Chinese guy walks into a bar, right? He's like, and bartender's black.
What?
The bartender's black.
Oh, okay.
Chinese walks into a bar. He's like, hey, nigger, get me a jigger.
What'd he say?
He said, hey, nigger, get me a jigger.
Oh. Fucked up. Did he get arrested?
No,
the people protest him. The BLM come out of
the black guy was really hurt, and he just said, hey man, like why would you say something like that?
Yeah, I know that's kind of fucked up.
How would you feel if you were in my position? I treat you like that, and he goes, okay, well, why don't we try? And
wait, what?
Okay, so why don't we try? And
okay. So
okay,
then
like, okay, all right, I'll give it a shot. All right,
so,
all right.
So they mutually
they switch places.
So how much of a pay cut did the Chinese guy get?
Oh,
like
a big
900%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
see, it sucks because black people don't tip. So this Chinese guy's a little out of luck here.
It was all.
He's losing money on this bet already.
It's a big gamble.
Yeah, it's a gamble.
But, I think he made out pretty well.
Okay, so now the black guy, he's thirsty now.
Oh yeah. So he says, "You chink, give me a drink."
Damn. How many of 200 years do you think it took him to think of that one?
Only 12.
12? Okay. All right. What
only
say?
12 years a slave to be told, sorry, we don't serve niggers here.
Oh. That's a doozy. That'll fuck some people's minds up.
The funniest racist joke I've ever heard.
Oh, well, it's my favorite, that's for sure.
It's
It's my favorite. Here's why it's my favorite, because it's
repulsively funny.
But it's a challenge to me. It's because I always get them mixed up. Because
The mixed up.
I get them mixed up. I don't know what the accent I have is coming from. But
Well,
it's like
you get them mixed up because you're Mexican.
maybe. Maybe I just don't know how to talk very well.
Also, you're from Michigan, so you say like maxed and milk and
No, I don't do that.
Palo.
I don't. No, that's disgusting.
yeah,
A milk palo.
that's more disgusting than that joke.
Yeah, like to me. Like, overall, I know which one's more disgusting. So one I can't say. It's like Andy Samberg would be like, more like to pick you up, take you home, fuck you twice, guy. I did it.
Oh no, more like meet you once and take you home and fuck you twice, guy.
Damn. See, I can't say that.
It's because the H in home is so soft. I figured this out the other day.
Did you
Swear to
think
God.
about it?
I said
I was thinking about it too.
more like meet you once and take you home and fuck you twice, guy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I ain't miss you, nice guy. More like meet you once. Oh,
I forget the numbers though.
you gotta practice setting it up. That's the thing. I ain't you Mr. Nice Guy. More like meet you once and take you home and fuck you twice, guy.
I don't have that kind of patience.
Like,
for
and
that.
then you gotta back it up more. Like you gotta see. This is what I've learned from practicing music, because you've gotta back it up to like, okay, what sets up this for success? Me doing this right. So what sets up that?
Okay, I get that.
You have to work
get
backwards
that,
with music.
I get that with the
Exactly.
drums. I get that with the drums,
Right,
but
that's why you're
when
having
I'm
success.
But I'm sexing those drums up. But I'm not that good with words. I'm okay with words, but when I'm like patterning words, that's my dyslexia is like, because I'll mix the one and the two like straight away, and I'll be like Tamika twice, fuck once.
No,
time.
you just have to. It has to be linear with that.
Yeah, I can rap. You know I can rap, especially when I'm on coke.
And meet you, Miss Nice Guy. More like meet you once and take you home and fuck you twice, guy.
See, it sounds like there's a 4, a 2, and a 1 in there.
Yeah, so you can't like make a matrix of like the 4, the 2, and the 1.
It distorts me. It's like 1, 2.
It has to be
4.
linear, but you make it linear by like practicing like connecting one thing to the other.
What did I say this is like? Oh yeah, the nigger joke. That's what this was like.
Right.
Anyways.
By the way,
look.
I don't think that my mom finds the nigger joke like funny at all. Actually, I think
no, she laughs inside her little nigger
She secretly
heart.
does.
Okay. Look, this 10,000-year-old.
She pretends that she's just laughing to appease Steve, but she's got to admit it really is funny.
Right. Look at this. Some of the
best joke he's ever told.
Some of the first modern settlers of Britain from 10,000 years ago. 10,000. We're so
cheddar, man. What?
Yeah. Well, here's what's going on. They're saying people are upset that people are saying that some of the first Britons had dark skin. This guy looks like one of the Jackson 5 all grown up.
Wait, what are they saying?
Cheddar man. It's a fossil. Discovered like over 100 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
They've done reconstruction and all this DNA, and they're saying he had dark skin. He had dreadlocks and shit. So
people
are
adapted to like live in an area with less sunlight than what people in the Fertile Crescent were used to. Having less melanin in their skin, they could absorb more vitamin D without as much sunlight.
So here's what's going on. We all, I know enough about people who are like 10,000 years old. They were all fucking dark as shit. And so the only reason, it's kind of known. But when you publish a paper
they were always in
saying
the sun. They were always outside.
When you publish a paper like this, and you tell people in Britain that their ancestors were black, they get upset. First of all, I gotta squash this right here. Look, man, 10,000 years ago, there's no such thing as Britain. There's no such thing as anything you fucking know right now.
No such thing as black.
So they're just talking about the land. Yeah, there was every fucking color, every fucking animal on that land at one time, probably. There was probably ocean over that land. So why are people... See, this is the thing. This is outrage. Let's get mad. Oh, what am I going to get mad at today? The first Britons were black. That doesn't rhyme or riff with my view of that we're superior. And then people get upset, and then it's a fucking... See, unless those people got upset, this wouldn't even be a story. It wouldn't. It'd be buried under all the fucking politics of shit. But since people got upset, it's almost like if you want people to know something, you gotta make some people upset. You gotta crack some eggs to make fucking
omelet.
Idiot. No, fuck the omelet. I'm just cracking eggs. I'm not cooking that shit. I'm not hungry anymore. That shit's stupid. These are dumbass fucking people.
Hey, guess what?
What?
I'm on vacation.
Alright, I am too tomorrow. Alright, here's one of the last ones. Alright, this should piss a lot of people off.
The baby with Downs?
Yeah, so a Gerber
Does he not have Downs?
It does. No.
Alright.
No, you can tell.
Okay.
Like, this is Siskel and Ebert. Look, they use a Downs...
Why is Down so right? Okay, that's a dumb question.
No question's dumb unless you're an idiot.
Well, I might have been an idiot just then when I asked that. Because I was like, why is Down so recognizable? But like, why does it look
particular.
like that? That's why...
Because it has, get this, retarded the growth from a point in the growth inside as being a fetus. It just morphs a certain way. There's a genetic code. That's what the code looks like. It's fucked.
Right.
Sorry, people. It's fucked. If you don't think it's fucked, then stop.
It's immediately recognizable.
And if people, they want to go, oh, he said this is a beautiful baby. You said it's fucked. Well, there's a reason it gets special money. Shut up. So, Gerber debuted its first spokesbaby with Down syndrome. But parents are slamming the baby food company. And here's why. Because some saw it as hypocritical as the baby food sister company Gerber Life reported denies children of Down syndrome insurance.
Ooh.
Oh. Shit, man. That's a double bad hand.
Yeah, that's
Anyways,
bad.
Fuck Gerber's. I'll stop eating that immediately. No, I'm fucking pissed. And so it's Nancy Pelosi. I think she grew out of like. I run this joke, but look, she did an 8-hour filibuster. They're calling it the Pelosi buster.
Wow.
Well, Mitch McConnell could probably go longer. But okay, let's see what.
Yeah, he would just have to like pee into his neck pouch.
Well, I was gonna say I don't really like Nancy Pelosi.
I don't like her at all.
I mean,
But I'm impressed by this.
Okay, so
I'm impressed.
So it worked, though. No, it didn't work. It didn't work. It worked as far as like everyone had to listen to her. It's really
nobody's going to listen to her because she's fucking grandstander. Like, and that's the problem with. Honestly, that's the problem with Elizabeth Warren too.
Yeah,
I like her. I like Elizabeth Warren a hell of a lot better than I like Nancy Pelosi or Hillary Clinton or...
See, but you're just comparing women, and you're running out. See, there's not a lot of women there's not a good voice for women. There's not. And it's because know why? Because they eat each other up. They don't stand together. They'll march people on the street, the nobodies, But the people actually pulling strings, they're all fucking, because you know what? I've worked with a lot of women.
Assholes.
I've worked when women work together, dude. That's where cats. You call cats pussies, because they're predators. They prey on one another. They're crazy. I'm sorry if that's sexist shit, but from what I've seen, when I work with women, they are predators. They're not even looking at me, dude. They're looking at each other. They want to eat each other. They're crazy. I'm sorry. I'm not saying all women are crazy, but when you put them in a pack, like when they're all doing the same thing or they're working for power or hierarchy, they act like that. Men act like monkeys, by the way.
In a Pride Alliance, who does the hunting?
I don't know. I just...
The lioness.
Oh, lioness. I don't know. I just watched the, for the 4K or whatever. The lioness. Well, she's doing all the work. See, the guy, here's the thing about any cult. The guy just needs to put the penis and then life goes on. Then after that, see, maybe I'm a feminist. Because that's all the men.
Lions are the matriarch of...
I think women are... Well, look, obviously we know how sex works, but men have been running the show for a while, but maybe they always haven't. We were talking about ancient societies before.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look. We know for sure, like, Arabs, can I say? Arabs, they don't like women to have anything, really. So, well, also, I don't know where this stuff comes from, but all I'm suggesting is maybe there were, like, thousands of years where women were held equally or more than men at one time. It's possible.
It's definitely possible. Like I just like it's not a issue of more or less. It's just the thing of, okay, do I have the opportunity to be treated based on my abilities and not viewed as a role based on, my junk. Basically.
All right, so there's
that's basically the basis of feminism.
Well, look,
to me.
So here's the thing with that is that
also it's
women. Okay, what feminists have been trying to do is equate themselves to men. Say, we can do equal job. We should, pay is a huge issue. The rights. I mean, just think about
if I'm doing the same job, then yes.
Well, look. You don't need to argue with me here. I'm going to lay it out. So we have that, and going even further back, there's shit like driving or voting. Like, to us now, that seems ridiculous that that's even an issue. But not very long ago, like 60 years ago, that was an issue. So we've come a long way, and so, and I believe it's about like this, like tribalism with the men and women, or like your race culture. Like, there's a tipping point, and women will use like, jeez, I'm sorry about this. They will cherry pick what. I've kind of lost my train of thought here because I got worried.
You think I'm gonna beat you? Like, what the fuck?
Well, you can actually get away with that. If you could kick my ass, I'd call the cops, I'd be removed. If I kicked your ass, I even call the cops.
But would you be arrested?
I would have to leave.
You would probably just be removed. Like, hey, can we take you somewhere? Can we just separate you two? Basically, they just gotta be like everybody's parents. Like, okay, obviously we can't leave these two together.
Yeah. God, my mind just went a complete blank. It's like my brain shut down or something.
Just feel under the pressure of the mic.
It's something you gotta get used to. It's kind of weird. But editing and stuff is a cool tool to fix that. Okay, what was I saying?
You're talking about...
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, you got it now.
More and more rights. Once you get past the point and you start, everything is outrage or victim. Like, there's a point where you notarize, and I think it's pretty level. I think the overall, like, this whole pay gap and shit, I don't think those numbers are accurate. I don't know how they're getting those. Honestly, in my life, and I know a lot of people are like me, that they just work in the service sector, like we're just kind of the peasants. Well, most of my bosses have been women. Most of the people, it's really, and even black people too. Like,
most of my bosses have been men.
Look, I'm saying that I don't think it's as skewed as the numbers that people are telling us. I think people are going out of their way to give us outrage numbers, to give us this thing. And this is what I was talking about, the transgender community, is that women are real people, okay? And yes, I agree with them. They need these things. But when you get the extremists, like you do in any group, and then they just I think my point was this outcry of like injustice, and like it's almost like crying wolf at times, and there's a narrative set by this culture, and it perpetuates certain injustices and just made up, and you can have a whole website news about it, and it's all over the place. This kind of same thing I was saying with the transgenders that I worry about transgenders because it's not just them, it's the people who want to identify as being a kind and compassionate person and they're confused about that, so they're going to sign on to this.
You're afraid that people with ulterior motives will disguise themselves. Exactly.
Yeah, use it as a conduit to pass other kind of think around, and so
there's going to be that with everything.
Yeah, but so there's African Americans and women. I'd say women and African Americans. Those are the fight. Those are the real civil rights fights. Right. Those are the ones that you're born with.
Well, yeah.
You can't just go and say, "Look."
Right.
Okay.
No, it's true. I mean, okay. I'm not qualified to tell somebody who they are.
And that's not what we're talking about, though.
So if somebody is...
We want people to be able to do whatever they want.
Right.
But what if what I was doing required you to change? Or be silenced? This is the problem.
Change what?
Change the way you speak. I mean, right there is just... That's it. If somebody is telling me that I have to use certain different pronouns, or I can be fined, or go to jail because I didn't respect somebody's sensitivity, now you just open up a floodgate into just madness.
Most relationships or not require, but request change of the other party.
We're not talking about relationships. We're talking about in public. When you go out of your house, the way you should conduct yourself, or online, the way you should... There's a group of people that, I'm sorry, in my opinion, are made up, are pushing forth a narrative that people need to respect them in such a way that you have to speak, think differently, or there are consequences. And consequence is real. I think it's in California, New York. At this university, 30 out of 60 pronouns for transgender people need to be like if someone wanted to call themselves Snuffleupagus, I don't know what any of these are, so I'm saying Snuffleupagus. If you disrespected the right of that person to be called that, they can take you to court. It hasn't happened yet, but that is a rule and a law on campus. That discrimination, it's being taken out of hand, out of context.
That's super fucking far-fetched. Like, that's...
What do you mean far-fetched?
How could that even happen? Because, okay.
Are you saying
I thought you were somebody that I knew. What do you mean I didn't call you the right name?
Are you saying that that's not true, or that's so ridiculous? Because it's true. And it is ridiculous.
Wait, what are you saying is true?
Campuses. These leftist campuses. The people running them are in this thought group. And they make rules on campus about these situations. And they will be enforced. This way that you have to respect everybody. It's like
no,
the
this is
Planet
where we
Fitness
need a
rule.
constitutional lawyer.
Look, this is like the Planet Fitness thing. If you
we need
Barack
Obama back.
Fuck basically. Barack Obama. Fuck him. What did he do? He said he's gonna be we're gonna let whistleblowers. And that we're gonna protect them. And what does he do with Edward Snowden? What does he do with fucking Chelsea Manning? The porter in chief. The guy who fucking uses drones to blow up people. The guy who got bought out. The guy who didn't do anything he said he was going to do. That's the guy.
No, I just mean we need him back as a constitutional lawyer.
Well, maybe he can get a job on fucking CNN. Fuck him too. No, he's too busy hang gliding jet skiing.
Alright.
As he should be. Dude, all this president shit, these fucking people.
Everything is as it should be.
No, the people who are running the country are fucking colleges. You talk about educate. You've even said you want the country to change. Educate them. Why? Mm-hmm. Because the people who are educated have special opportunities. They know what to do. They know how to navigate through life. Now, the people are teaching these people. Jesus Christ. Look, you got your left-wing schools and your right-wing schools. That's where the ideology battle begins.
So it's now like Ivy League is now right-wing.
Well, it always changes. I mean, before it was, more fucking liberal probably.
Yeah, they fucking, fucking liberals and conservatives
switched
agendas in the 60s.
Like Hillary Clinton... up until like 2012, she was like, she's against gay marriage, until it was convenient for a switch. Or way back when like fucking the Republicans were the ones. Lincoln was a Republican. He wanted to fucking.
All right,
freed. Right? Like, so there's a flip flop.
That's too long ago.
Okay, well, people don't know about that. Look, so dude, like the Republicans used to be like in the 70s and 80s for immigration, and the Democrats didn't want it. It keeps flip-flopping. It's just whatever's convenient, whatever you slipped yourself into.
Where the money is.
Follow the money. Always follow the money. Yep. And what we got is these fucking... The first time I heard about it is like earmarks. Earmarks are a fucking shit that's smushed into a bill that has special interests on it. Lobbyists. Third party. There's fucking private sector. There's all this shit.
Pig ears.
Oh yeah, pig ears. Yeah, pork barrel marks and shit. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been going on for a long time. That's why we can't have. That's why we shouldn't have one person. There should be councils. There should be councils of people, like 18 motherfuckers. You can't buy them all. Be like in the Matrix, right? That's how it should be. I bet you that's how it used to be. I think we're the only fucking time where it's like one person's good. I get it. We have the House, Senate. We have all these other.
Because we're so fucking lazy.
No, I just think that Yeah, maybe you could call it lazy. Just
Well,
this one dimension, this like one thing, like
It's-
one thought.
the binary system has catered to our laziness.
You can't have two simultaneous thoughts.
I think that the binary system. I think that's our ape.
It could be. You can't walk and
There's us
chew
or the
bubblegum at
other.
the same time. You can't. You can't do it.
I'm not gonna argue that.
You're not allowed to. You could probably do it.
I have no interest in arguing about that.
No, I don't. This is not an argument. This is talk. Well, those are some of pretty much everything I wanted to talk about. I actually talked about a lot more than I wanted to talk about. That was good. That was a good long one. I think, yeah, Blake Griffin's an idiot. He's the best Down syndrome person I know. North Korea. Yeah, we talked about everything. All right, fuck you, asshole cast. Number 10.
Hee-haw.
Asshole cast 10. There we go. There, I'm gonna give ourselves a big stinker. Fuck you, we're out. Glass on!
Asshole cast. Okay. Asshole cast.